One quick reminder before this video starts, I wanted to make sure you guys saw I put a post up. The Miko air duster blower that I reviewed the other day is on flash sale again on Amazon today. And if you combine that with the discount that I get from them, which is a 30% discount code, it is a massive savings. It's normally a $60 blower. You get it for around $35. That link in the description of this video. This came from Ken, who gets us the great deal on the GokaFix microscopes. He always really hooks us up with some fantastic deals. Hey everybody, it's Paul from Alexandria Knife Sharpening and Laser Engraving. Have you guys seen this? I'm more and more surprised at the laziness of some of these companies. I don't know why this happens. So I just had someone bring me in this very cool little bushcrafting set. It's brand new. It has never been used. It has a beautiful sheath for the hatchet. This is just a knife he threw in there. The edge on this is pathetic. It's not sharp at all. This is the dullest brand new hatchet I have ever seen. There is literally nothing going on here. This wouldn't cut anything. No edge, zero. I mean, yeah, if you slammed it on your finger, you're in big trouble. But I mean, honestly, there's nothing going on here. Pretty sad. All right. So we're going to fix this for him. We're going to put a beautiful edge on this. I'm just curious if you guys have seen that, because I keep seeing this in more and more stuff. The other ones that blow my mind are the machetes. I have machetes that come in and they're so thick and fat and so incredibly dull. I don't know. I just feel like some of the companies just seem like they're getting super lazy. Either that or they don't have anybody that can sharpen whatsoever around, which is kind of sad. I have on here a Bora 7 belt. Which one is this? I might have to change it out. No, I think this one's going to be perfect. Got a 60 grit Bora 7 here. I'm going to actually remove my angle guide on here. I don't need it. I use it for certain things. I'm not going to need it for this axe. So I'm actually going to take my angle guide off of here. I like to freehand my hatchets and axes. I've just always done it. It is one of the things I do, edge trailing. So we are going to be edge trailing this whole time. And I usually don't take them up higher than about 200 grit. Sometimes I will go a little higher. What I like to do is I like to start with something nice and aggressive like this 60 grit Bora 7 from our new sponsor, Supergrit. And then what I like to do is go to usually around a 200 grit Trizac. That's my favorite for axes and hatchets. And it's about all they need, unless I do get some really beautiful, sometimes Swedish axes and things that people bring in that are mirrored. And when that's the case, sometimes I'll take those up higher to give it that just, beautiful look and keep that consistent with what's going on with that particular hatchet. This one has a nice, very nice brushed finish to it, which I prefer. I don't like mirror finishes, especially on something like a bushcrafting hatchet. This is perfect. So we're going to start out with this 60 and then we will go from there. So we'll be using this right here. This is a 200 grit Trizac. I love this belt. They do such a beautiful job on axes. First thing we got to do is just thin this thing down a bit. And actually, we got to apex it. This thing has not been apexed because there's a zero edge on it. All right, so here we go. I'm going to do it mostly freehanding, but we're going to get this baby nice and sharp the way it should have come from the factory. This visor has seen better days. Oh, it's all cracked. Look at that. That's why. I'm like, I can't see through this thing. Look what happened to my visor. It's all cracked. Huh. Wonder if the heat got to it. Wasn't expecting that. I got my really nice one I've shown you guys before that I use for when I have to grind mower blades in the shed. But right now, I think I'm just gonna grab something else. Good enough. I'm going with just regular old safety glasses. Okay, we're back in action. I got some safety glasses on, and let's get back to. Now I can see. It's kind of hard to sharpen when you can't see. I mean, this baby's already making a beautiful burr on there, and it's already better. This belt's super aggressive. It's great. Can you guys see that burr? Let me bring in. Let me make sure you're nice and close so you can see what's going on here. So right now I'm just working back in this area. I found this is a nice angle sometimes, and even if I want to rest on something, I can do that. I think they even painted this, but believe it or not. It looks like they painted it. I bet you anything they put some sort of paint on that. It's a little fat down here. I like to see them a little thinner. So I'm going to do a little work in that area. We're good. This Bora 760 grit is the bomb. It went through that like it was nothing. You know what? I'm going to go to, let's go to a Bora 120. We'll work our way up to that 200 Trizac since this hasn't been sharpened before. So here's a 120, pretty much our standard that we use on the knives. Looking a lot prettier. It's going to look a lot prettier when it's nice and shiny and sharp. All right, now let's do our 200 Trizac. Wait till you see what this baby does to the appearance and finish of this axe. Can you guys see how pretty that is? Look at that. Beautiful, right? And that's a 200 grit Trizac. It's not something I normally use in my knife stuff, but I absolutely do love it for things just like this. I do want to make this a little bit wider. Now, sometimes what I'll do, even though I wouldn't want to necessarily take it all the way up there, put a little less stress on the strop, I might do a higher grit Trizac, but not for a whole lot. Like literally, I'll do like 2 passes on this 600. It's really just to start deburring it, and then I'm gonna hit it with leather. But help save the leather a bit, not having it, you know, a super aggressive burr on there. So this is not going to be a whole lot here. Not looking to mirror it. I'm just working that burr finer and finer. Okay, good with that. Is my leather strap. Now I try to always make sure I don't forget and leave this thing on here. It's usually the last process. You can stretch your strap out if you're not careful. And the bigger the strap, the more expensive they are. So I try and get a good service life out of them. I'm just moving that reflection from one side to the other. Watching for the little pieces of it to start flying off. If it's not coming, usually increase your angle a little bit at a time, and you'll usually start to see it coming off. And then it'll get really nice and sharp on you. And you'll kind of know, like, oh, yep, I'm there. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I like to see an axe head that's cutting beautifully. You know, even if it's a little bit cutting like kind of like a knife is. But if it's push cutting through paper like that, I'm pretty thrilled. And look at this blade. Now that's a lot more prettier to go bushcrafting with. All right, just wanted to share that one with you. Talk to you guys soon.